In this video, I'm going to be teaching you an amazing card trick. Make sure you subscribe because in my next video, I'm going to be teaching you this amazing trick. If you don't want to miss that, then hit the subscribe button and let's go to the performance of this card trick. The magician has a deck of cards and he clearly shows that they're all different and mixed. He cuts up the cards saying that they have a completely free choice to choose 2 cards from the deck. This is a genuinely free choice, and wherever they say stop, the next 2 cards will be their selection. The cards are given one final cut, and the magician dribbles them down. The spectator says stop in the middle, and they have the option to keep going if they want, but the spectator says they're happy with their selection, and the next 2 cards are their selections. In this case, it's the Queen of Spades and the Queen of Hearts. These cards are cleanly placed back into the deck, and the rest of the cards are placed on top. That could not be any more fair. The cards were cut, mixed, and then the spectator had a free choice to choose any card that they like. The spectator can even cut the cards even more to lose their selection. Once the spectator is happy that their card is lost, the magician says that they will deal all cards into 4 separate piles, just like this. They're then going to mix the cards even more by riffling the piles together in this way. The spectator looks to see if any funny moves go on, but they see nothing. Finally, the magician flips over one pile and mixes the cards face up into face down. The spectator is instructed to push the cards together. At this point, the audience agrees that it would be impossible for the magician to know where the 2 cards are. But wouldn't it be amazing if the magician could still find the cards despite all the shuffling? Well, watch this. The magician snaps his fingers and spreads out the cards, and they're all red. All except for one. The spectator's Queen of Spades. The cards are then flipped and spread, and all the cards are black, except for one red card, the Queen of Hearts. The spectator is fooled. Very quickly, if you want to learn 5 amazing magic tricks that are simply too good to reveal on YouTube, then sign up to my free magic masterclass. Inside the masterclass, I'm going to be showing you how to read the mind of your spectator. I'm going to be showing you how to put thoughts inside your spectator's head. I'll be teaching you the same effects that Dynamo uses when people tell him to perform, so you can get amazing reactions like this. What the hell? And I'll even teach you the ultimate party tricks that next time you're out at any social event, you'll be able to impress anybody that you like. So the whole thing is 100% free. I really mean it. There's no strings attached. So just sign up by clicking the first link in the description, and I'll teach you some mind-blowing magic tricks that you'll be able to perform within minutes of learning how to do them. This is a really deceptive and powerful self-working magic trick that you can learn in just a few minutes. It always gets crazy reactions, and this is how you do it. So the first thing you need to do is make sure you've got a deck which has exactly the same number of red cards and black cards in it. So remove the jokers and then make sure there's the same number of red cards and black cards, and then alternate them so it goes red, black, red, black, red, black, just like this. Once you've done that, you can then turn the cards over and you're ready to begin the trick. Now, very importantly, you don't begin by displaying all the cards like this, or the spectator will see that they're in an alternating order. Instead, you turn the cards over in your hand and you just push across clumps of cards like this, and it just creates the deceptive illusion that all the cards are mixed or in no particular order. You can then cut the cards as many times as you like, because cutting the cards doesn't change the red-black order. And what I did in the performance was like a clumsy full shuffle, which I'll teach you very quickly now. You don't need to do this, you can just cut the cards and then continue with the trick. But if you want to take it just to that next level, a really fun little false cut you can do is you push some cards to the side like that, and you collect them in this hand. Then you take from the hand you just dealt the cards from, you take the bottom cards and you push them onto the top of the deck. You then split the packets again, and then you take the top cards from this side and put them onto the bottom of the deck. So it's quite simple. The top cards go on the bottom and the bottom cards go on the top. And you keep doing that, and as you can see, the cards are still in the red-black order. So you don't have to do that if you don't want to, but you can if you want. It's absolutely fine. Now you're in a position where the spectator thinks the cards are cut, they're all different, and you're ready to begin. So what you want them to do is choose any card, so just let them cut the cards in half, and you say the next 2 cards down are going to be your 2 cards. Are you happy with that selection? They say yes, and you go, wonderful. Here's the only sleight you need to do, and it's not even a sleight. Instead of just taking off their cards like this, you count them out first. So you count this card and then this card on top. And what this does is it reverses these 2 cards out of the red-black order. So you then display their cards and you tell them to remember the ace of clubs, ace of spades, and the 3 of diamonds. If there's 2 spectators, you let them remember it 1 each. And then you just put these cards back on the top. So I'll just repeat that one more time because it's very important. They select any card that they like. You don't just go 1, 2, have a look at your cards. You count off 1 card. The card that's beneath it, you put on top, which takes it out of the red-black order, and then you display both cards to the spectator, make sure they remember them, and then you just put them back on the pile, and everything goes back to normal. So now you've got the deck in a red-black order, but the 2 cards they selected aren't in that order. You can cut the cards as many times as you like now, and it doesn't really matter. And then you say, finally what we're going to do is we're going to mix up the cards even more. So you deal out 4 piles as you do this, and you say that we're going to shuffle up the cards individually, to make things even more fair, or however you want to put it. So I'll speed this up now. So as you can see, by dealing the cards in these 4 piles, all of these cards here are black, apart from their red 3. All of these cards here are red, apart from their black ace, and then all of these cards will be 1 colour, and they're all going to be red. So what you then do is you just shuffle the 1st and 3rd pile together, and the 2nd and 4th pile together. Very, very simple. So you mix these cards together, and then you mix these 2 piles together, and then finally you just turn over 1 pile and you mix these together as well. And then you push all the cards together, and now to do the big reveal, you just spread out all the cards like this, and you can see that there's 1 card that's black in the red cards, and that's their ace of spades, and you flip the cards over, and the same goes with their 3 of diamonds as the only red card within the black cards. And that's how this magic trick works.